again, it's April here and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to start the November vlog. So these monthly vlogs have become probably one of my favourite things. I really enjoy looking back at like the monthly vlogs myself. I actually watched February, March, April, May, like all of that, all those videos the other day, and it's just really nice to like think back on what I did. If you can hear a spaceship in the distance, it's the washing machine about to take off. So apologies for that. It's probably the loudest washing machine we've ever had, and it doesn't really clean clothes very well. I don't know if it's had detergent. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm stinky, but you can't smell me. Televisions and computers don't have smell-o-vision, thankfully. So what was I saying? Monthly vlog, November. Let's go. So it's currently Saturday the 5th of November. Guy Fawkes Day, bonfire night, fireworks night, whatever you guys like to call it. Ever since I was a kid, it's been my absolutely favourite night. I love a good bonfire. I love, you know, standing in the cold and the dark with a bunch of strangers, eating a hot dog or some chips or something. So yeah, we're going on our first bonfire night in the Lake District tonight. And we didn't go last year because we weren't here. And we haven't actually been to a bonfire or a fireworks night for about 3 years. So this would be a nice one. I'm always on the fence a little bit about fireworks because half of me that is a child inside loves fireworks, loves the theatrics of it, the lights, the show, the sound, you know, even the smell. And the other half of me is sad for the pets that get scared and knows it's terrible for the wild animals and the birds and everything. So it's a little bit of a struggle in the old brain, but we're gonna check it out tonight and see what it's about. It's in Windermere, which is about 20 minutes up the road, and it starts at 5:30. Currently the weather is incredibly foggy and drizzly, but it's meant to clear up tonight, and parking is meant to be horrendous. Well, parking is horrendous anywhere in the Lake District, but tonight there's no parking, so you have to park in the town car parks. So our plan is to go in about half an hour for lunchtime, get a park, maybe grab some lunch, look around Bowness. I think it's Bowness or Bowness. I am not sure how to pronounce it. I keep calling it Bowness. I think it's Bowness. Bowness and Windermere, and it's a lovely little village. We haven't walked around it, it's quite touristy. So we're gonna have a look around there. I really want to go on a ferry ride because I just love being on the lake. I'm gonna try and convince Martin, and then yeah, we're just gonna chill out until 5:30, which is when the fireworks start, and yeah, hopefully have a lovely day. So this morning I haven't really done much. It's Saturday, just kind of woke up, played some computer games with Martin, and then I have been here for about half an hour just finishing off a sketchbook spread that I started on stream. It's got a pastel on it. So it's this spread here. So it's 4 different pictures. I'll show you. So it's 4 spreads. This one is taken from a photo from Pinterest without the fox. And then basically what I did is on each photo, I didn't look at the reference anymore. I looked at this picture for this one. And then I basically just kind of like tried to abstract it each time I drew it. I did it in 2 different colour palettes. One's kind of like a bluey colour, foggy, and one's like a pinky colour. And I actually really love this colour palette, and I think I'm going to try and do this more. So what I was trying to do is figure out how pastels work, kind of how I can use them. This fox was added in because I had drawn this one and I said it looked a little bit bare, like it needed something. So someone suggested adding an animal, and they said a fox. I drew it behind this tree, it looks a bit awkward. And then I popped it into each of the pictures here. I'm not really sure if it works because it's very cartoony, and then this is quite like illustrative to me. I really in like this one the best with the colours and also the trees. I like how everything leans. And yeah, basically what my plan is to figure out how to use pastels. I think I mentioned that. These are the pastels I have currently. I have some Jackson's Arts pastels and some Unison pastels. I went on Jackson's Art yesterday because I won a thing at work, and I got a £50 voucher so for Amazon. So I went on Amazon to see if there's any pastels or like pan pastels, because I've been thinking about trying to get into those too. And not only was it really difficult to find stuff, but when I did, they were more expensive than on Jackson's Art. Also, I like Jackson's art just because I just do. I think they're like, I don't know, I just like it, guys. And also you get points, and they seem to have really good prices, and they package stuff not too bad. Yeah, so I went on Jackson's Art just to like check out the prices so I compare the pastels on Amazon and Jackson's Art, and they were having a unison pastel sale. So I spent about £55 on pastels, and then what I'm gonna do is take money from our like food bank account, take that money out, and then on Amazon I'm gonna buy a whole bunch of bird seed, which isn't for us. It is food, but we actually we spend quite a lot on the bird seed because we have to top our bird feeder up like every 2 or 3 days, and birds be expensive. So I'm gonna bulk buy a whole bunch of bird seed and fat balls, so we can keep the birds happy over the next couple of months over winter. Did I say couple of months? Sorry, I meant 7 months over winter. And so I kind of got like almost some free art supplies if you kind of look at it like that. So they're not going to be here for a couple of days. I'm very excited. I basically got, well, I'll show you when they come, so I'm not just rambling. I will tell you more of what I'm doing with the pastels and everything during the month, because I'm going to be doing lots of stuff for Folktale Week this month hopefully, and it's going to link into another project I'm doing. But this intro is already quite long, so I'm going to pop off. I will take you around Bowness or Bowness, we'll figure out what it's called later, and show you the fireworks and stuff today, and then yeah, I'm not sure what we're doing tomorrow, so we still got the rest of the day. I don't know what I'm thinking about tomorrow. All right, I'll see you later. Do you want to go paddleboarding now?
If it was summer, so warmer.
Oh my gosh, it's so wobbly. It's Sunday afternoon, it's about 3 o'clock, and I just spent maybe like an hour doing this and also starting another spread to my other sketchbook. And yeah, I just wanted to practice some more pastel stuff. I had a picture of like a hill that was very autumny, and I wanted to practice pastels, and at the same time I also remembered I had the art graph stuff which I really like, so I wanted to use some of that as well. It came out a lot darker than the pastel stuff, but I kind of covered basically everything up with coloured pencil anyway. So the one on the left here is the one that I did with just pastels and coloured pencil, and I think what it's missing is a ground colour, so like a base colour instead of the white, and then that way the white wouldn't come through the pages. It's very messy. Both of these are very messy. They're very what's the word, like unstructured. There's no focal point, there's no like real value to kind of like show you where to look or anything. It's just a bit of a mess, which is fine. It's just a practice. And then this one here is also a bit messy. It does have a little bit more structure because I added the houses and stuff. Kind of tried to show it was like on the hill. Can you hear the washing machine? It is so loud, my gosh. It's like taken off. And yeah, it's just basically, they're both basically a bit of a mess. So I actually really like this one on the right here, which is the one that uses the art graph stuff in the background. And I think I'm going to try and use it again. I'm going to go over on this side, fresh page. I'm going to try and find something that's a little bit more, like a bit of a photo that's a little bit easier to kind of draw because this was just basically a mass of trees. I'm not really good at drawing bunches of trees. And then I also have this here that I started. This I started on stream. It's just basically paint pen in the background, 2 different colours, and I tried to put the art graph over this one, the pastels over this one, and you can see the textures, kind of awesome. It's because it kind of repelled the water. So I'm going to go over with pencil, maybe some paint, I don't know, maybe some more paint pen, we'll see. I just want to kind of have a little play with, just a very kind of free play with materials today and not really worry about anything, just kind of have a Sunday afternoon play as the washing machine explodes in the background. Alright, I don't know if you can hear me, the camera's all the way up there, but I have basically, you just saw me do it, guys, but I just, what I did is I used the art graph, the old art graph, or the art graph, I guess it depends where you live. I used the old art graph and I did kind of like base layer, yeah, and then I used the pastels in kind of similar colours to do the base layer again. So it's a picture of a house in the forest and there's a path here. So I'm going to do 2 versions. I'm going to try and pick similar colours and see how they go. I think this is going to dry very matte and this is going to dry a little bit, just kind of like, you're not going to really know it's not the paper. It's just going to look like the paper but a different colour. But this, you can feel the texture, if you know what I mean, because it's like thicker. Anyway, let that dry, and while that's drying, I'm going to move over to my other sketchbook. I'm just drawing today, guys, having fun. I just did these 2 pages. I didn't film them, unfortunately. Kind of wish I had now, but I did this one with, it had the art graph stuff in the background, and then I went over with a pencil, and also I used this to kind of do the rocks and some of the sticks and the trees. And then for this one I had pastel in the background, and I went over mainly with pencil and then a little caran dash. And looking at these, after looking at this to me is what I want, I think. I'm like obsessed with the texture. I love paint pens. I haven't used them for maybe a month or so, and I forgot how much I loved paint pens. They are a bit glossy. It's a bit annoying sometimes with some of these, like it doesn't really go over the gloss very well, but I just love the texture you can get. And I really enjoyed when I put the pastel over how it kind of made these patterns here, where it kind of, what's the word, it like repelled the water. I think obviously it needs a lot of finessing because this house is very messy. But yeah, I love it. I think this colour palette is amazing as well. I like it a lot more than this one. This one is nice. This one is like very calming. This one's kind of very, I think I think I have a play because I do want to set my story in autumn. This is for, I'll explain to you a bit later. I haven't actually told you what I'm doing all this stuff for, I don't think. But I want to set my story in autumn and then have it go into spring. So I could kind of use like both of these, I think. I'm like obsessed right now. And I really enjoy drawing with the art graph, kind of just like this, like on its side, making the different twigs and rocks and things. So I think I will finish these two just because I started them. Maybe I'll even put a little bit of paint pen on top of the pastel and see what that looks like. And then I think I might go on Jackson Art and buy a few more colours because, and also some replacements, because this one here is almost out and I have a few really light colours that are almost out. I just went on Jackson's Art yesterday, but hey, you know, when you need a replacement, you need a replacement plus 10 more colours. Okay, that's all, bye. What's the time? Oh, okay. It's 20 to 9 now, and I think I sat down at about 2. So I had an hour to make, I had an hour that I made dinner and had dinner. So from 2 to like now, 8:30. So 2, 3, 4. Let's just say like 5 hours I spent drawing. I had a Sarah Dyer Patreon call as well, where we were doing stuff with Folktale Week. So I ended up doing all of these little thumbnails, which was really fun. And then I just finished these two. Such a hot mess, guys. How many colours I played, how many colours can I fit on a page? So I tried to do these ones. I don't know, I just tried like a different thing tonight. I'm not in love with it. I tried like scribbling like leaf shapes, I guess, or negative space. I don't know if you can kind of see like in the background here. Let me zoom. So like in the background here, I did it with a green pencil and a red pencil and a pink pencil here. Tried to do some negative space. Also in the ground, you can't see that, in the ground here with the stones. So yeah, I just tried a couple of different things. This is the one that's on, I think it was like pastel on this page, art graph on this page, and then I just used a combination of everything on my desk. And I like this house better. I think this one here, I mean, is very messy. This one here I actually tried to be neat and tidy with my lines, and I mean, it is what it is. This is very difficult doing like a big blob of tree. I'm not really sure what to do. This is like a big tree that kind of overhangs the path. Yeah, I think I'm going to try and stop procrastinating now. So today I've done quite a lot. I did this page, this page, this page, this page. Just dropped my phone on the floor, not a problem. And these two, which are still my favourite, this kind of style. It's very messy, but I'm gonna refine it a little bit. Also, I need to start actually drawing things for Folktale Week, which is gonna be a plan for this week. Doing some sketches and thumbnails and getting ready for Folktale Week, which is going to be awesome. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed Sunday afternoon and evening with all of my lovely materials. I sure did. I'm going to go now though. Okay, bye. My recording. Yes, I am. Oh, guys, squeaky chair. So I had to check how far I was recording because I filmed the other day. This is still in my memory, even though I wasn't going to talk about this, but the other day, like 4 days ago, I filmed about 25 minutes worth of video. It was from top down, looking down at all of my Digby stuff, my Digby drawings, because I was going to have a video out for next week. And I took that, I did an outro and everything, took the camera upstairs, popped it onto my computer, and I hadn't pressed record. I was so annoyed. Mum was like, you know, there's a big red rectangle on the screen, but the screen was up on the ceiling, so I didn't see it. I came on here to tell you about my day. I'm gonna pop some footage over the top of this because I just feel like chatting to the camera, but I don't feel like chatting and drawing, so I'm gonna do them separately. But I'll just quickly show you what I've been working on tonight. I did Morgan Grice's Odd Orange art session, what a mouthful, and we did botanicals. So I did all of these lovely flowers and mushrooms and cacti with pastels. I'm enjoying my pastels so much. Her sessions are the only sessions that I've used the pastels in. And I did this one here. So basically I have this page, and I have a spread here, and then the sketchbook's finished. So I thought what would be nice is to film a little bit of filling out the sketchbook, some very quick oil pastels. I'll probably do like 3 to 5 minutes per thing. I'll still do botanicals, so it'll be really nice. And I'll have that running in the background so we can just have a quick chat, so you're not just staring at me. So I've had like the longest day today, and a long day yesterday. It's Tuesday. It feels like it should be Friday. But it's been like the longest, busiest couple of days at work because for some reason all of our clients at work need things urgently, like today or tomorrow. And I started a video on Monday that they're showing it at 9 o'clock on Wednesday, so it needed to be finished. If you guys don't know, I'm a motion graphic designer, so I make videos and animations and stuff. And so I was making this video for our client, one of our clients, and it needed to be sent, and it was such a long video. It was only meant to be 6 minutes, but it ended up being almost like 10, which doesn't sound a lot, but when you're animating, it's like basically double the work. So I worked last night till 9:30. I got up this morning at 6, and then I just finished now. I just finished before Odd Orange at 7. So basically I've worked a lot. I'm gonna try and get some of that time back this week at work if I can, if it's a bit quieter at the end of the week. So yeah, that was hectic. And then while I was doing that video, I also got 2 other urgent requests for more things. So I'm actually rendering a video upstairs right now that I need to check on in a minute, and send that. So technically I'm still working, and it's 8:20. Now I just want to mention that my work is not normally like this. If you're thinking, April, you're so overworked, my word. This is literally probably the only day this year that I have worked late, and like a couple, I think maybe 1 or 2 other days, but not getting up early and staying up late like 2 days in a row. This doesn't happen very often, which is nice, but when it does, you know, you just have to get things done because you have deadlines and you gotta pay them bills. So yeah, I basically was pretty frantic today. Not frantic like running around frantic, but just, if you guys ever have that feeling, maybe you're like you have a test coming up at school, or you have a deadline at work, or something important's coming up and you have a lot of things to do. I don't know if you ever get this feeling. It's almost like it sounds weird, but like a fizzy feeling inside, like everything's buzzing, and I guess you could call it anxiety or stress, but it's not really a negative emotion. It's more of a kind of like a very low level panic, which doesn't sound very fun, and it's not, to be honest. The only thing that calmed me down, I was still kind of stressed out as I sat down this evening to draw at Morgan's session. That calmed me down, and now I'm feeling a lot better. So now that I'm feeling a little calmer and more chill, I'm definitely gonna sit down and enjoy some art. I actually kind of feel like, you know, when you have a lot of energy pent up and you just want to go for a walk or something, or like do some boxing. I don't think I've ever done any boxing, but I just think of like Rocky Balboa when I feel like this, and I just want to go like play Beat Saber or something. Normally I would probably play Beat Saber and get a little bit of like energy out, but today I feel just like chilling out, so I'm going to draw some botanicals. So I haven't drawn them yet. I'm sure they were fantastic, let me know. And this sketchbook is almost finished. I'm actually going to be popping this up as a sketchbook tour on my Patreon, because I would say 90% of the work in here is stuff that I have been working on for like side projects. So the children's book pro course that I'm doing right now, or the Good Ship illustration course that I did, just random doodles, playing with materials, things like that. Things that I don't really show on YouTube or Instagram. So I share that all to my patrons. So if you do want to have a little bit extra monkey in your life, you can head over to Patreon. It is just like a tip jar kind of tier right now. It's only £2 a month, and I post probably once a week, maybe twice a week. I post like behind the scenes stuff, some updates on kind of life things if you're interested in that. New art materials. I did a mini haul last month, and sometimes we have chats on Teams where we meet and we chat. So yeah, I used to have a really big, not like a big Patreon with lots of, it was quite a nice size, quite for like a small creator like myself. But when I say big, I mean like I had lots of tiers and I was doing lots of stuff on it. But I had to really pare it down because things have just become really busy at work over the last few months. And also I want to focus more on my illustration. So it's just, if you want to like just have a little bit extra, you can pop over there and say hi, and the sketchbook tour will be on there. But these pages are obviously a sneak peek for YouTube. So I'll just tell you about the materials I'm using. I guess I haven't even started yet. I'm still in a chatting mood. Can you tell? I'm using these lovely pastels that I got from, well, they're Del Green pastels, and I found them through Sarah Dyer's Patreon, which I recommend 110,000%. I love Sarah Dyer's Patreon. She's awesome, and her like sessions are awesome. So I found them through her, and I got them from AliExpress. So the one thing I did try and check, and at the start of the year I brought out a video called all about vegan art supplies, and I do try and buy everything, and I try and make sure everything's vegan. I do make mistakes sometimes, and sometimes I buy things and I remember afterwards that I should have checked it. It's just something that I'm working at getting better at. So these, I did actually have a look online to see if they were vegan, and I couldn't find anything specific about this pack, but on the Del Green website or somewhere I found that they don't use any animal products, but I don't know if that's 100% because it was just kind of like in a forum or something. No one's perfect, so we'll just kind of, you know, say I tried my due diligence. My word, that's hard to say. They're pastels, so they're all kind of pastel-y, and I really love them so far. I think I want to try and use them more in my work. I'm not really sure how, because I do enjoy mixed media, and I'm not sure how I can mix oil pastels with other media, as they don't really mix very well unless I'm just using it at the end. But for now, I'll just use them in my sessions like this. They're very messy, and also I'm really lazy with fixing my paper. Like, I have a fixative, but I'm really lazy at using the fixative, so most of my pages are smudgy. Yeah, let me know if do you know anything about these pastels, or do you know anything about oil pastels in general? Do you use them with mixed media, or do you use them by themselves? I'd love to hear more about it. When I start using a new material, I'm really curious to see how other people use it. And I have YouTubed like oil pastels, oil pastel art, but a lot of it's realistic portraiture or realistic landscapes, and I can never seem to find, I did this with soft pastels too, I can never seem to find art that I personally would want to make or like emulate in pastels, or oil pastels or soft pastels. The closest I found is Sandy Hester, who I actually bought soft pastels after watching her video where she had soft pastels and she was mixing them with water, and I was like, that looks cool, and it was. But I can't find anyone else really who uses oil pastels or art pastels kind of how I would like to use them with mixed media. So if you guys know any artists or can recommend any, let me know. That would be awesome. So I think that's enough chatting. I think I've mentioned everything I wanted to and rambled on a little bit. I just spent the last 5 minutes trying to end this conversation. I don't know how, but I'll just say goodbye. I'm not sure when I'll be back next in the vlog, but I'm sure I'll see you sometime this week. So until then, bye. Hi everyone, it's April here. I'm Martin.
Hello.
We are out for a walk to Air Force in Galbarrow, and I brought my camera with me today. I haven't had my camera for a while, for a couple of months actually, on hikes, so just trying to get used to taking it with me. And this is one of the first walks we did in the Lake District, but we just did Air Force, we haven't been up Galbarrow. So yeah, that's the new part today. But it's nice and autumny, so I thought I would take you with us and show you what we see. Let's go, Barrow. just wanted to point out quickly that Martin is in woolly hat and very warm jacket, and I'm in a t-shirt, so... Are you not hot?
I'm cosy.
It's so hot. I think this was shut last time we came, so we never got to see down here. Oh, well, it's shut now. Boo. That's a cute little bridge over there, though. Sunny. It's absolutely beautiful weather, perfect weather for walking. We're heading a little bit up still. We haven't reached the top yet, but just keeping like halfway up. Gonna not fall over. Look at the view. I don't know if you can see because the sun's like right in the way, but how pretty is that? Got some behind the scenes action here. Martin's gonna go put a camera on that rock up there and then run back, and it's gonna film us walking past it. Behind the scenes with Monkey and Martin. We're heading to a place called Green Hill first, which is like a little part of the peak, I guess. It's not a fell, but it's on the way. We're going to stop there, maybe do a bit of drawing. So we haven't seen a single person all day, but we think we found them. They're all at the top there. That's where we're heading. We got a little bit lost, but we are on the right path now. This is the view. That over there is a Great Mel Fell that we've been to before. We've walked there before. And I've got a couple of very squishy sandwiches and of course a packet of ketchup to wash it all down with. Martin and I are now in the woods. We're going to make our way to Air Force. It's very loud. Almost finished. One last look at the beautiful view. day of Folktale Week today. I just finished work, it's Wednesday, and I came to sit down and do some drawing, but I've just been procrastinating. Martin's cooking dinner tonight, which is nice, so I'm just gonna try and do some drawing while he's cooking. But I thought I would come on and say hi first. I'm really cold. I'm not normally cold, but it's like really cold in the house, and I've been on the computer like all day, obviously because it's for work. My fingers are cold. I need to get some mittens or something. Anyway, so it's Folktale Week, and I have been struggling a bit, to be honest, guys. I haven't really liked either of the things I've done, and I haven't really liked anything that I've done for the last week. I think I may be going through a bit of an art crisis. Sounds so dramatic, but so this is what I've been thinking about this, okay? I've been thinking about this. So during summer, I was doing lots of landscapes, and I was really starting to love what I was doing. Like, I really loved the style, I loved the colours, I loved even like just the process of painting the landscapes. And then September came up, and we had all those challenges, you know, like Wonderful and Autumn Week, and I thought this would be a great chance to have a little break from landscapes and work on some characters, because I haven't done characters for ages. And then I did heaps of Digby stuff over the month, and then Peachtober came, and I was like, oh brilliant, I'm gonna do some fun monsters. And even though I loved Peachtober, I think 2 months off of landscapes kind of hurt a little bit, like with my progress. But the thing that I think has made it worse is I've come back and I've got new materials. So I've got my pastels, some new colours of paint pens. I think the pastels is the main thing, the soft pastels. And I was trying to like smush that into my work and come back to landscapes at the same time. And then also I have oil pastels too. And I think I've just been trying to like do too much together too fast. So I've kind of been struggling a little bit. I haven't really done anything landscape wise that I've enjoyed. I've also been trying to do stuff for my children's book pro course that I'm doing, which links into this Folktale Week. And that, in combination with trying to fit pastels in, having a break from landscapes, and now I'm also trying to do a narrative and characters with landscapes and storytelling and different colours that I don't normally do. I think everything is just like come together in a perfect storm. So that was very dramatic, but basically I just am feeling like a little off. Like I'm not really, like, I don't feel on the same page. Like maybe I'm drawing on one sketchbook but my head's in another sketchbook, or I don't know, I just don't feel like unity with art right now. I feel like I'm not connecting with it, which is a bit of an annoying feeling, to be honest. So I'm just gonna keep going. Tonight I think is going to be a nice one because I'm doing a house, which I love to do, it's my comfort. Some house and some trees, and I don't think there's any characters in this one. So I'm just going to try and enjoy myself tonight and try and, yeah, just like find the love of landscapes again, because I've been doing these pointy trees, like pine trees, and I'd never drawn them before. I don't know why I decided to do pointy trees. I guess it feels more foresty to me. I don't like it. I'm just struggling this week. So I think my plan is to finish Folktale Week, and during December I do want to get onto my children's book pro stuff and really focus on it, because I don't know if I've mentioned the whole reason why I'm doing Folktale Week this week is because I want to fit in some work for the children's book pro course, which is a course I'm taking, well, it's in the last week right now. I'm so far behind on the homework. I'm only up to week 3, so I'm kind of skipping ahead like a whole bunch of weeks to do Folktale Week, and then, which is like full illustrations, and then I'm gonna go back to probably week 2 or week 3 and watch the videos again and work through the exercises again. So because I have like either half finished them or haven't done them at all. So there's heaps of character work I need to do, there's heaps of environment, interiors and exteriors design, there's the book dummy itself, and then there's spot illustrations, full-page illustrations, like basically doing a few final illustrations. So there's quite a lot of work to do. I'm going to try and do it after Folktale Week, so like the last week in November, and then also 4 weeks in December. 5 weeks is not much time, but I'm going to try and do as much as I can. And then, yeah, I think in December I'm going to have a little not a break from social media. I'll still be on social media posting and stuff, but I'm just going to have a bit of a break. I'm not going to do any challenges. I've done so many challenges the last couple of months. I'm not going to do any 10 days of drawing this or anything like that. I'm just going to try and focus on the Children's Book Pro course stuff. So I might not be posting much, but I'll still be around. Anyway, we have the whole rest of this month to get through, so let's not worry about December for now. I don't know if I popped stuff on the screen while I was jabbering on. I probably did, so if I did, I hope that you enjoyed the few little clips, probably of me struggling with some folktale stuff. I don't know how tonight's going to turn out. Maybe I'll pop back at the end and tell you my thoughts and feelings. I'll see you then. Oh, hi there. It's Thursday morning. I'm trying out a new camera angle because the camera was stuck to the pole above and I couldn't be bothered to take it down. So I've just like made the whole thing lower and facing me. So you see the bookshelf behind me, that's the door. Wait, where's my finger? That's the door that goes out to the kitchen and the lounge. And yeah, interesting. So I woke up this morning to some lovely comments on Instagram. It's actually really nice posting late because I go to bed, I post it, not really many people see it before I go to bed, and then I go to bed, and then I guess Instagram does its thing, sends it out to people, and I got some really lovely comments, so it's really nice to wake up to. This is one I did. I'm really happy with how this one turned out. So this one in pens in the background, and then this one in pastels in the background, and then I went over both of them with colour pencil and Neocolors and called it a day. And then I popped it into Procreate, my favourite one, which was the one with the bigger house, and smushed it up. I zhuzhed it up a bit. So yeah, I did a little bit of more work on Procreate than I have on the last two. Mainly because I scanned it in the last two, I just took a photo and then just touched it up really quickly. So today's one is going to be Rebel or Rebel, and I'm going to do Hansel. So you guys know the story of Hansel and Gretel. They go to the gingerbread house, which I didn't actually mention, but I'm not making it a gingerbread house. It's going to be like a bakery, like a little hidden bakery in the forest. Because I've never really liked the idea of a gingerbread house. Like, the gingerbread would get soggy, everything would get dirty, like bird poop on it. Like, why would people be sticking sweets on their house? I don't get it. So I'm going to do like a little bakery, and in the real story, this one is just obviously a test. But here we go. So the next one's going to be Rebel, and it's going to be Hansel and Gretel and the witch. I want to do all three of the characters so you kind of see them all. And this is going to be maybe a spot illustration. I'm not sure yet. This is the first picture I drew, which I really liked, and then I did try and draw some thumbnails, but basically the main idea is going to be Hansel's in his cage and he's refusing to eat because the witch is trying to fatten him up so she can eat him. And I think this is going to be very heavily tweaked in Procreate because characters I'm not like the best, and also I don't know, I think I'll take this one to Procreate and probably tweak it quite a lot, like with the line art for the characters and stuff. So I may just chill out this morning and do the backgrounds and like the texture and everything, and then I can take that into Procreate and draw over the top of it. And also I want to try and get this finished this morning before work if I can, so I have an hour and a half, because tonight I'm doing live streaming and I don't want to do this on live stream because it stressed me out. I want to do birds. I want to draw some birds. So yeah. Anyway, what do you think of this angle? I look like really small because I'm not really in the frame, but it's quite nice. You see the books and everything. I want to get another light for the bookshelf because you can only see half the lights right now, so I want to get another light up there. So yeah, look out for that in the future. Exciting studio news. Okay, goodbye. So I just did this here. It's a very rough. I just did all the colours and the textures. I added some of the faces, but to be honest, I'll probably redraw it in Procreate to get the eyeballs right and everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scan it in and I'm going to go over and Procreate and do all the lines. Yeah, I just wanted to see if that technique works better, because sometimes I draw all the line art and everything and then I still redraw it in Procreate anyway. So yeah, we'll see what this one looks like, but I really like the colours. It's very colourful. It's getting more and more colourful as it goes. So that's cool. It is 7:19 on Saturday morning. We're a bit behind schedule. We were meant to leave at 7, but we are going to be climbing. Where is it? There? Wait. There? No, there? Yeah, we are attempting to climb Old Man Coniston, which is right there. I'll pop it on screen for you. It's a mountain we can see out of our window. We've seen it all year. Well, sometimes it's covered in cloud, but we've seen it pretty much all year, and it's meant to be really tough and challenging, so I've always like been a bit scared to do it. But this weekend we would have been here 1 year in the Lake District, so we're going to do it as an anniversary walk. Hopefully we're going to survive. It was meant to be really good weather all day, but it looked just now and fog's meant to come in at 12, so we're hoping it's going to be okay, and we're just going to assess the situation and turn around if we're feeling unsafe, because we don't have a map of the area. We're just using an app on our phone, so and we don't really know how to read a map anyway or use a compass, so that would be kind of pointless. Hopefully we're not one of those people that are in the news for being rescued by a helicopter from the top of the mountain, because we suck and we don't know what we're doing. Hopefully everything's going to be okay. So I just wanted to say hi. If you never see this, I'm dead. Okay, bye. It's about, what, 8 o'clock? We just got to the Walnut Scar car park, and that is Old Man Coniston behind us, and we are going to start our way up. The sunrise is amazing. Two minutes from the car park and Martin's already taking photos.
It's a long day.
It's going to be a long day. Beautiful day though. So we've reached what I think is the old mining buildings, and this is the tracks. I guess they brought stuff up and down. So from low water we still have a way to go. So up this path here, and then it kind of zigzags like this. You can see people on the top up there. I think you're gonna go all the way up there, maybe? Getting quite steep now up all these steps. Whew, a bit of a workout. Can't complain with that view. Incredible. So this lake here is Coniston Water, and you might not be able to see it very well, but over there in the clouds, those two bumps is Gummer's How, and just over the top is our house. Having a ham and cheese sandwich break in the clouds. Marnie, having a good time so far?
Having fun.
Having fun. Nice. What would you rate that hardness from 1 to 5, with 5 being extremely difficult?
3.5.
Yeah. Nice. So we just came from Coniston, and now we're walking all the way down here to our next fell. What's the next fell? So we're going to go down there, and up. That peak there, that is Dow Crag, our next stop, and then down. Followed some people up the hill by accident, and it comes to this weird rocky crag on the top of the hill. I don't think it's the top of that. I don't think it's a fell. And did it. Oh, 3 out of 4 done. There's Coniston, that's where we came from. Ta-da! So we just came down from Brown Pike on this lovely path after all of those rocks, and now we're just heading on another path, the gravel path, and that's going to take us all the way back to the car. I think it's still like a mile and a half or 2 miles back, but it should be pretty easy, gentle walk. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that walk, guys. It was 4 fells in a day, beautiful. We were very lucky with the weather. Do you want to say anything?
Having fun.
He's having fun, that's all that counts. Hello, it's Sunday, it's about 11-ish, 11:40, and I'm going to do something outside. We've just been cleaning our bikes because we're going to sell them because we haven't ridden them in a year, and we're just gonna, yeah, we're gonna sell them. We just hike now and trying to get into paddleboarding. That's the donkey. So I don't think we're gonna be biking probably until we get a house maybe, and then if we're like closer to somewhere that has a forest or not just so many, or all that's around here is just hills and roads and hills. But since we were outside, I thought I could stay outside until lunchtime. I think it's going to be raining later. The clouds are coming in. I'm going to make the most of the weather because it's something I've been wanting to do for a while. So while we were doing the bikes, I went into the garage and got out a big tarp, and I'll show you what I'm going to do. So I put this massive tarp thingy out on the patio there, and I have all these MDF boards. That I got when we went down south. Martin's brother's a carpenter, and he gave me some cut-offs. So I'm going to paint all of them apart from one of them. So I think I'm going to paint 3. One of them I used in my live stream to put on my desk as it's not shiny. And I've got some house paint here. A few people told me that house paint works just as well as a base, so I'm going to use that. I'm not sure when I'm going to paint on these guys because they're flipping huge, but I figured I'm more likely to paint on them if they are prepared. So yeah, let's do it. Into the wild. I gave them a light sand. This one here actually has some holes in, which I can probably fill. But yeah, they're pretty smooth. I'm just giving them a little bit of sand, and then I'll probably have to sand in between coats. I'll probably do 2 coats. I made this amazing stick out of an Amazon box, and oh yeah, that's not working very well. The real question, roller or brush? Let's try roller first. I really do not like that texture. I think, yeah, brush is going to be the way to go. And we'll sandpaper it in between. Nice, because at least if all this texture doesn't come out, at least it's like not some weird wallpaper texture, and it's brush texture. Cool. This is probably extremely boring, so I'll just pop back when they're all done. It's Monday today. It's the last day of my long weekend, and I'm back to work tomorrow. So just chilling out today, and I thought I'd catch you up on a couple of little bits that I did over the weekend, because I kind of stopped recording for Folktale Week. I did it all last night, the last 2 prompts, and also I wanted to do a quick little interlude for a tiny little creator haul, I guess you could call it. So the first thing that I wanted to share is from Jess was here, and I love her stuff, and Jess herself, she's a lovely person, and I bought a sweatshirt. I'm very excited. I'm wearing it right now. You ready? Look at the cat. Look how cute the cat is. So I got that. I got her sweatshirt, and I also got one of her new pins, which is the cutest little penguin. I can't remember what's what, but I got some raccoons, and I also got this. One of them is a patron sticker. I can't remember what one is the patron sticker. and a couple of freebies. I really love this one. Look how shiny it is. So pretty. And I also bought a book online the other day from Emma Carpenter. Emma Carpenter, you probably know her. She has a YouTube channel here and also Instagram, all of that stuff. I got this one here, which is her new picture book, which she self-published, and it's called Mother Seagull and the Ocean King. So I've been following Emma's journey to make this over the last couple of years. But I think this is probably my favourite illustration, with the shadow of the Ocean King over the nest, which I think is just very ominous. And also it's got really cute end pages here, little pattern of sea themed creatures and shells. I think it's Amazon, yeah, Amazon, but definitely check out Emma Carpenter's YouTube if you haven't, and if you're interested in picture books or how to make them, how to illustrate them, how to maybe self-publish them. I haven't watched the full video yet, but she made an entire video of how she did the book, so go check out Emma as well. And that's it, that's the little haul. So now I will show you the rest of the Folktale Week stuff, which Folktale Week ended yesterday, I believe, and I got in there with the last 2 images, so I finished, yay! Alright, so I just want to show you my last 2. I don't think I filmed anything for the others. So the last 2 was, let's see, costume. So basically I had the idea of the witch going into the fire. So I did, it was very difficult actually to figure out how to draw the witch. And also I had this fire here, which in medieval times they didn't actually have this type of fire. It was more a hole in the wall, like this or like this. But I took some creative liberties, as one does, and I drew this. Now I didn't actually draw this, but I have not been using fixative at all, and I forgot to put a paper in between. So it's picked up all the pastels from the other page. And it's very messy, but I will pop on screen a series of images which show the process. I also pop these on Instagram, and I do like it when I remember to take photos like this. I often don't remember, but for this one I wanted to kind of show the process of how I put the paint down and then the pencils and then the Neo colours, and then I took a photo of it, put it in Procreate and basically tweaked it and made it a lot better. Am I annoyed that I forgot to protect this page? Kinda, yeah, but also I'm not really that worried. And then on this side I thought it would be fun just to have the hat on its own, like it's the only thing that survived. I didn't do anything with this, it was just a fill-in page, just to fill a page in really. And then the last one I did was Victory, and I actually didn't do much planning for this. I just drew the little house, and this house is based on a house that I saw when we went to the Warland and Down Museum, I believe that's what it's called. And it's kind of like a very small house that I guess would have been used by farmers or not people that were very wealthy. So I thought this would be a nice one for Hansel and Gretel's house. And I had a couple of ideas. One was this idea here, which I actually got from this one, which was one of my ideas for Star, when Hansel and Gretel see the house in the distance. So I stole that and I did it for this one here. And my idea was to have Hansel and Gretel as a silhouette, and I kind of forgot that as I was drawing it. So it ended up looking like this. I did 2 options, and as you can see they're definitely not silhouettes, they're very bright, which is one thing I'd like to work on, is light and shadow. I fix it in Procreate, but the problem is I need to think about this when I'm doing it traditionally, because it's a lot easier. So maybe I need to start doing more colour comps, things like that. But I did this one here where Hansel and Gretel are looking at the house and it's in the middle. And then I did this one here where they're kind of on the side and the house is up on the hill. And I actually think I like this one better now looking at it. But I took this one into Procreate and I fixed it up. They don't really seem to go together that well. The one that was the most popular is definitely Stars, which is no surprise. I think it's definitely the best out of all of them. Like, it has the best colour, I think it's the best composition, and doesn't have any characters in. So yeah, I don't think things that I do with characters do very well on Instagram at all. So it's not very surprising, when I was doing landscapes, my likes and stuff were getting quite like good, over 1,000, maybe 2,000 sometimes. And then as soon as I switched and I was doing characters or like the monsters for September and October, they went like right down in 200s, 300s, maybe 500 max. And then as soon as I posted more landscapes again, afterwards they went up again. So I don't know if it's because people just really don't like me drawing characters, which is fine. I don't think I'm amazing at it. I definitely need to improve, but I will keep posting things with characters in because I do eventually want to try and do children's books. And children's books have characters in them, so I kind of need to get better at it. There's some birds outside like having a party. It's about 6 of them just flying around the garden. I also will be doing landscapes still because I do love doing landscapes. So I don't know if it's because people just don't like characters because they came to my account because I was mainly doing landscapes and things, which is totally understandable. Or if Instagram is like, this has a bunny in it, no one's gonna like this, and then doesn't show anyone. Who knows? Instagram is a mystery. I just have the philosophy I've always had that I'm just gonna post stuff that I want, and if people like it, they like it. Like I've never followed trends. I've done draw this in your styles and challenges that I want to do, but I've never like, oh, frogs are hot, I'll draw some frogs. I'm really bad at drawing frogs, guys. Things like that. So I've never done that, and also I've been really against doing things like reels and just things that Instagram wants you to do to get more attention, which I have to tell you a secret. I did a reel the other day for Martin and mine's 214. We have like I think I mentioned it, we had a blog called 214, and we started an Instagram account a couple of weeks ago, and I made a reel of Martin taking photos, and I put it on here now.
Check the cameras out, get your flash right. Now I'm gonna pose so you can picture me doing my thing.
And I thought it was so fun. It was so much fun to do. After I made it, I was like, oh, I see why people maybe enjoy reels now. But the funny thing is, whenever anyone sends me a reel, I'll ignore it. I'm really bad. I'm really bad. I'd like scroll past them on Instagram. But then I was thinking maybe I'm being too close-minded. Maybe they could be fun, you know? So, I don't know, maybe I'm coming around to the idea. But what I'm trying to say is, I'm just gonna keep posting stuff that I'm doing and that I'm enjoying. And if people like it, they like it. And if they don't, they don't. So hopefully they'll like it as I get better at drawing characters and adding them into environments and stuff. It's kind of tough because I guess maybe you guys get this too, like if you really want to do something or learn something, or you really like something and then it turns out it's not that popular, half of you thinks maybe I shouldn't keep doing that, but the bigger half of me is like no, because I want to learn how to do it better. So yeah, that's just my little rant about Instagram, and I think that's it. So today it's almost lunchtime now. I've got a few more bits to do today. I probably won't film much. I'm just going to chill out. So I might be back to show you a few little bits this afternoon. But for now, I'm going to go and get a drink and do some drawing. So, yep, see you later. Hi, it's Wednesday. It's the day this vlog's going up. And I finished editing what I had done the last night. And it turns out the vlog is over an hour. So if you're still here, thanks for watching and congratulations on making it this far. I didn't really do anything over the last week after our long weekend. I've just been like chilling out, drawing and stuff, but I wanted to show you a couple little bits just to wrap things up. So I did finish my whiteboards. I painted them. They're chilling out over there, and I'm not sure when I'm going to paint them. I actually don't have much acrylic paint, so I probably need to buy some more before I start, because I'll probably get like a quarter of the way through a painting and then I'll run out of paint. But paint is expensive, so I might just get the cheap stuff for now, like the student grade stuff, and just see if I like painting on board and also that big. No idea what I'm going to paint on it. We'll see. So maybe that'll be, I don't know if it'll be next month or in the new year, but I'll try and get to it at some point. I also finished, I did Photo Week, which I spoke about a lot in here, and then I tried to get onto my Children's Book Pro course, which I was planning to do like this month and all of next month, kind of filling in gaps and things, but then I procrastinated and I did some domestic courses, and also I painted my sketchbook covers. So I don't think I've shown these online yet, but I painted my Hansel and Gretel sketchbook cover, which is for Photo Week and also the Children's Book Pro course. I've actually finished this now, so I need to start a new one. And then I painted this one here, which was 34, and then I spent another half a day procrastinating by counting up all of my sketchbooks and renumbering them. So it's now 41, and I think I have about 48 sketchbooks in total since 2017, which is quite a lot. I think I worked it out as like 8 sketchbooks a year. And this one is my favourite one. It's my A3 Moleskine cover, and I painted it just on a whim one night. And yeah, it was really popular on Instagram. I don't know, I actually really like it, but it's like on a sketchbook now, so I'm not sure if I can photograph it or scan it in or something, but I might try and do that because I think it might be a nice little print. And what else did I do? Oh, I reached 20k on Instagram a couple of days ago, and I waited 3 or 4 days just to make sure the numbers didn't go down, because sometimes they do that. So I wanted to make a post to like say, yay, we got to 20k, which is an amazing achievement, I think, and something that I'm really happy. And yeah, if you follow me on Instagram, thank you. I hope that you're enjoying the content right now. And I didn't know what to do, so I just got out my sketchbook last night and the watercolour paints, the Ganzai Tambi watercolour paints, which I've been using a couple of times and they're really fun. And some pencils and stuff, and I just did a quick little house with mountain sketch, just because that's what I like, I guess. I've been enjoying doing little mountains and little houses. And I made it up, just did some colours, and then I was so lazy last night I didn't even go upstairs to scan it in. I just took a photo in like the worst light ever and then drew over it in Procreate. So basically it's like traditional, but half of it is digital, I would say. And then did a little 20k in the smoke and called it a day. So that I'm going to post that in a bit. What's the time? It's only in the morning time right now, so I'm going to post it this afternoon, and then this video hopefully will go out this afternoon or tonight. I have to export it, and it might be a big boy. It's been a very long vlog this month, even though I only filmed for about 2 weeks of it. So next month probably be a little bit more chill, because I'm just going to be trying to do my children's book course stuff, so I probably won't have much else in the works. But then January, my plans for January and the new year, I'll just let you know now. I really want to focus on my getting a website up, and also revamping and kind of like restarting my Etsy shop, kind of putting some more products in. I'm not going to do like a huge launch. I'm just going to plan to do a few products every couple of months. But I just want to like revitalise it a little bit. So that is all for me. If you are not subscribed, I'm almost at 5,000 subscribers here on YouTube, and it would be awesome to reach that by the end of the year. So if you like this video and you want to see more, make sure you subscribe. And that's it. Have a lovely rest of your week, and I will see you around the internet. Thanks for watching. Bye.